Well, good morning, guys. It's going to be a great weekend. Welcome back to the channel. The channel is Poppa-D Rides. My name is Tim Marshburn. And my channel is all about motorcycles, motorcycle travel, vlogs, and that kind of thing. So this weekend, I'm headed down to Savannah to meet up with another YouTuber, Wood Jr., and he's actually put together an Iron Butt ride for tomorrow. So tomorrow we're going to get together first thing in the morning. We're going to leave out of Savannah Harley-Davidson at 4 a.m. and we're going to ride about 11, almost 1,200 miles. We'll ride out through Atlanta to Birmingham, down to Mobile, Pensacola, back over to Jacksonville, and then wind up back in Savannah to do the Iron Butt Challenge. The Iron Butt Association has several challenges out there, and this is called the Saddle Sore 1000, where you do 1,000 miles in less than 24 hours. So I'm doing that tomorrow with Wood Jr., which is really exciting. He's a cool dude. I've only watched him on YouTube, and I've emailed him back and forth. I've never really met him in person, so I'm looking forward to doing that tomorrow. And I think we're going to have about 10 people going. There's another YouTuber going with us. His YouTube channel is Barber CVO. He's a barber and he rides a CVO. How about that? And his name's Camilo. And Camilo is from New Jersey, but he moved to Savannah recently. So he's going to go on the ride. And then Sunday, I'm going to attend a practice session with Robert Simmons. Robert Simmons' channel is Robert Simmons Paying It Forward. And if you don't know who Robert Simmons is, check out his channel. He's a retired New York police officer, motor officer, and he puts together practice sessions nearly every weekend to help folks learn how to do advanced slow speed maneuvers on the motorcycle. And I know he's going to ask me tomorrow how I rate myself in slow speed maneuvers, and I think I'm probably a 3 or a 4 right now. I'm real hesitant when it comes to doing U-turns. I can do left and right turns, but I have a hard time doing them from a stop in a real tight confined space without keeping my left foot down. So I'm going to go practice with him and hopefully learn something and do better, and then hopefully come back home and continue to practice those skills at the house. So I've got about a little less than 300 miles to ride today. Leaving Charlotte, it's in the mid to upper 40s right now, and it's foggy. I'm looking forward to getting out of the fog. Actually, it's 52 degrees, almost 53 degrees, so it's warming up every second here. So I'm looking forward to that. And yeah, that being said, I'll catch you guys a little bit further down on the ride. Well, I made it to Columbia, South Carolina. I'm going to go ahead and fuel up here. And then I'm getting off the interstate and taking the 2-lane roads the rest of the way down. So, just wanted to check in. Traffic on I-77 has been crazy. So I'm ready to get off the interstate and enjoy some backcountry South Carolina roads. Low country South Carolina roads as I head down to Savannah. All right, I'll catch you guys after a while. here in the grand metropolis of Denmark, South Carolina. So I've got about 108 miles left to go, and it's up to about 80 degrees. Beautiful, beautiful day. Gonna be a good weekend. Guys, the Lord has given me a beautiful day. I'm getting closer and closer to Georgia now. And I got to thinking, I know there's a lot of you folks that are going to be headed down here for Daytona Bike Week next week. And I don't know if you guys see my map there or not, but if I zoom out, I'm zooming in, let me zoom out. If I zoom out, you can see I'm on Highway 321. It just parallels Interstate 95, and it keeps you off of 95 and all that truck traffic and all that craziness is out there. I did take Interstate 77 down from Charlotte to Columbia, and at that point I got off here on 321, and I'm going to maintain that pretty much all the way to where I'm going. So it might be an alternate route for you to consider. Look how much traffic I'm dealing with. And I'm making almost the same amount of time that I would make on the interstate, because oftentimes there's accidents out there, the interstate gets backed up, and it's just stressful to be on the bike and fighting all that traffic. So I hope you guys have a great trip down to Daytona. I wish I was going, but unfortunately I've got other obligations back at home that week. So that's one reason I'm coming down doing this right now. You know, just this far south from my house, the temperature is 30 degrees warmer, 25, 30 degrees warmer than it was when I left the house this morning. But it's actually probably about 15 to 20 degrees warmer here than it is at my house just north of here, a couple of hundred miles. All right, well, I'll check in with you guys when I get a little bit closer to Savannah. I was just thinking about that and thought I'd throw that in here real quick. You might want to consider taking some of the back roads, secondary roads, on your way to Daytona. I think you'll enjoy the ride a lot better on the way down to Daytona if you're not having to fight all that interstate traffic. Sooner or later, you'll probably wind up on I-95, but you know, for me, I'm making almost the same amount of time I'd make out there, and I'm not dealing with traffic. I'm enjoying it, and I'm having a nice, relaxing ride. And riding on the interstate, as thick and as the traffic is out there right now, it's just stressful. And I don't ride a motorcycle to get stressed. I ride it to have fun and enjoy myself. And I am doing that today. I'm enjoying God's beautiful blessing of being able to get out and clear my mind, ride this motorcycle, and enjoy this beautiful, beautiful day. Yeah, look at here. I believe we got a police officer pulling somebody over. So yeah, you know, I was over the speed limit just a little bit, but yeah, he got him somebody. Probably came through these little towns. Now, there are a lot of little towns if you come this way, and there are a lot of speed zones where you have to slow down to 45, 35, even 25 miles an hour going to the center of town. But you know what? It's America, man. Get out and enjoy it. Get off that freaking interstate and enjoy our country. And right here, I'm coming into Gifford, South Carolina. And like I said, I had to slow down to 35 miles an hour. Okay, no worries. I enjoy seeing these little towns. That's an old schoolhouse they're restoring right there. Had a little plaque out. It's about time to find something to eat for lunch. Maybe I can find something going through one of these little towns here to stop and get me some lunch. Guys, there's just something about old gas station chicken. Stopped here and got me a couple of chicken wings and some fried taters. Got the bike sitting over there in the sunshine. I'm hanging out in the shade. Got about, he likes his motor. Got about 50 miles left to go. And figured I'd let me bite to eat while I was here. I can't even remember what little town I'm in, but I'm about 10 or 20 miles away from the Georgia state line. All right, catch you guys in a little bit. All right, guys, I stopped here and it's still South Carolina. Got me a couple of chicken wings and a couple of taters and big fried baked potato type things. Man, they were good. And now I'll make my way on down. I'm actually going to Richmond Hill. That's where I'm staying tonight. That's where my hotel's at. So I'm going to go down there. Hopefully there's a motorcycle store there, a cycle gear store there. I'll look at the name when I get there. But they sew patches on. They sell patches and sew patches on. And I've got a couple of patches from Shark Weeks the past 2 years that I haven't put on the vest yet. And so I'm going to stop in there and get my patches put on. And I think I'm going to get me an American flag patch and put on my vest on this side over here. And then I'll check in the hotel. I might go up to Savannah Harley-Davidson for a few minutes and check it out. It's 83 degrees, guys. Woo, buddy. I can tell I'm heading south. I'll check in with you guys a little bit later on. Thanks for riding along with me. Man, I can smell that wood. A little lumber mill right there. Georgia, Georgia, the whole day through. All right, well, we made it to Georgia. All right, guys, I made it here to Southern Biker Gear. I'm gonna go in and get a couple patches put on my vest, and then I'll go check into my hotel. Go back over to the Harley-Davidson shop here in a few minutes. Side of Southern Biker Gear, they got all this back here. Sell boots and rain gear. Well, I watched videos. There's sew patches on for you right here. Nice selection of pins. If you need leather, they probably got something here to fit you. And then, hang on here. Check out these hats. And I like this one right here. What do you guys think? Should I get me one of these? Put it down in the comments. All right, guys, I got my patch put on. I'm going to see if I can check into the hotel a little early. Then I'm going to head back over to the Harley shop. Well, I made it here to my little hotel. I like it because I can park right out in front of my room here. Very nice gentleman here. He said, don't worry about your bike, no crime in this area. This is a no frills room, but it's got a bed, it's clean, and I'm just going to be here tonight and get back late tomorrow night. I'll be up at 3 o'clock in the morning to be ready to go on this ride. All right, get you guys. The interstate was backed up, so I decided to come over here and take Highway 17, the coastal highway, back over here and go to the Harley shop. See if I can get a suggestion of where to get dinner tonight. Got about 11 hours and 20 minutes before we start our Iron Butt. So I'm going to go to bed early tonight and get me a good night's sleep. I'll be up at 3 in the morning so I can be over here at the Harley shop ready to go by 4. And we're going to get on the road. Ready to make some new friends. It's going to be a good time. Woo, got me good Starbucks. I'd say traffic is a mess right now. The interstate actually looks like it's flowing better now than it was. All right, guys, I made it to Savannah Harley-Davidson. Go ahead and check it out. See if I can find me a... Hey, how y'all doing?
Hey!
See if I can find me a t-shirt. You got to see Patty t-shirts. All right, guys, I stopped over at Savannah Harley-Davidson. I was looking for a long sleeve t-shirt, but they didn't have any in fat boy sizes. I've got a really nice Savannah Harley-Davidson t-shirt at home with a St. Patrick's Day theme. And St. Patrick's Day is coming up. They got some really nice St. Patrick's Day t-shirts in there, but they didn't have any fat boy sizes, so I didn't get one. Then I started running my mouth. I met this young lady named Dana, and she's actually up there test riding several different bikes, trying to figure out what she's going to get, because her father has been riding bikes since before she was born, and she wants to ride with her dad, and I think that's pretty cool. I failed to get her captured on the camera though, but we did talk for a good while. I was keeping her from riding her test bike, so we were running her mouth to different people, and she finally got out and she went test riding a sport glide, but she had just got off of a road glide when I got there, and we were talking about the differences in the road glide and the street glide and that kind of thing. She's local. I encouraged her once she gets her bike to maybe hook up with Robert Simmons so she can learn to be the boss of her motorcycle. And so anyways, a couple of other people came up on road glides, and one of the guys actually has been to the road glide rally a couple of times, and his name was Jay. He didn't get to make it out to our rally in Tahoe this past year, but he had come to the one we had in Deadwood. He had come to the one that we had in Gettysburg a couple of years ago. So he and I talked for a little bit, and he actually suggested a place for me to go get dinner tonight. I want to get some shrimp and grits. And so he told me of a restaurant down here that has really good food. He thinks they have shrimp and grits. If not, he knows they have shepherd's pie. So that's where I'm headed. It's a little Irish pub. And so I'm going to go there. It's kind of on the way back to my hotel. And then I'm going to turn in for the night, try to get to bed by about 7 o'clock so I can get a good night's rest. Be up at 3 ready to do this Iron Butt tomorrow. So I appreciate you guys riding along with me today. Let's go get some dinner. Man, that's beautiful. Sun's getting low in the sky. Hey, daylight saving times comes back in a couple of weeks. Woohoo! Can't wait. Nice Corvette. You know what? It's a pretty car. We'll let him in. Well, all kinds of response here. Got the Richmond Hill Police, Fire Department, an ambulance, and a nice little fender bender. Thank you, sir. Time for some dinner. Guys, I made it to Kelly's. So I decided to sit outside here at Kelly's and get the fish and chips. They've got a nice full menu here, but she said the fish and chips or the shepherd's pie were probably the best things here locally. So I'm getting the fish and chips. And they've got a nice drink list if you're into that kind of thing. I really don't drink that much, but yeah, you got Kelly's Irish coffee, but I'm not going to drink anything get on a bike. So if you ever come here, check them out. Fiorua Irish Pub. It looks like a good place. It's full inside, so I decided to sit outside. They got a whole wall of Jameson right inside the door. Guys, just random, I ran into Jay Lamb, one of the guys from the Road Glide rally at the Harley dealership, and he's the one that told me about this place to come eat. He lives right down the road here, so he came and joined me for dinner. Pretty cool to just be almost 300 miles from home and run into somebody that I had met before, but just didn't put it together. And so now we're going to enjoy some fellowship here for dinner. Having a great day.
All right.
What'd you get over there, Dale?
I got me corned beef and cabbage and some hash browns.
Let me try that again. What'd you get there, Jay?
Yeah. Corned beef and cabbage and hash browns.
We were talking about Dale up
Yeah.
in Wheels of Time, and I said Dale. And I got the fish and chips. They're looking pretty good. All right, guys, it's been a long day. It's pretty cool. Went by Harley-Davidson. I met a guy that I've met before, Jay Lamb. He actually goes to the Road Glide rally, so he's a member of our Road Glide family. He and I went and got some dinner and hung out for a little while. It's now close to 8 o'clock. I'm up at 3. So I'm gonna go to bed now, give me some rest, got my shower already, so I'll be good to go in the morning. And I appreciate you guys riding along. If you like this kind of content, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you're aware whenever I put up new content. Once again, I appreciate you guys riding along, and I'll catch you on the next video.